Hi everyone, Johnny Lazer here, and as I said in my last video, we're going to be doing a canvas. Now, I went to the, I guess you could say dollar store, and I picked up canvases. This came in a pack of 3 for $1.50. It's a 5x7 sheet. Anyhow, we're going to be painting this, and we're going to be using white, red, blue, and then finally black. And maybe we'll throw in some light blue too. Here's the picture I decided to choose. Let me just show you real quick. Nice picture of a young lady, kind of gothic, I guess. But what we're going to do is we're going to paint the whole thing white, and then we're going to put red. We're going to try just for this area for red, light blue across here, maybe light blue around here, and then the red, a little darker blue down here, and then we'll black the whole thing out. All right, so let's go do that now with our canvas, and have some fun with that. Now, this will take some time to dry. We won't be able to laser engrave it till tomorrow, because very important. Every time you put a coat of paint on, let it dry at least an hour or so. You don't want it tacky, okay? And then final dry, let it 24 hours, because this should be totally dry before you engrave it. Okay, let's go over here and paint it. Here's our canvas. Now, I'm going to be starting off 2 coats of white, 2 coats of blue, 2 coats of red, 1 coat of blue, and 2 coats of black. But we're going to start with the white to cover up. Try and cover up a little bit of the canvas here, the little indentations here, but we do want them to show a little bit through. So, let me just flip this up a bit. There we go. And I always start with the edges. And there's the phone again. Nice light coat. Holding it about 10 inches away. And that's it. We'll let that dry. And we'll come back and we'll do other coats. Alright? I won't show the second coat of the white, but I'll show the blue, the red, and the dark blue, and the black after. Alright? Okay. Alright, so I put 2 coats of white on here, and it's pretty much dried. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the lighter blue. Now the lighter blue I can see on the picture is mostly in the head area. So I'm going to just concentrate in that area. No, may as well do the whole thing, the heck with it. There. And we'll let that dry, and then I'm going to put on a second coat, but I won't film that, and then we'll move on to the red, and then the darker blue. Alright, see you back then. Alright, now I'll throw a little red on there. I already added one bit of red, about where the her lips are going to be. So, okay. And then we'll come back and we'll add a little blue around the bottom area so that the top stays light blue. Alright? See you in a bit. Alright, we're going to add a little bit of blue, darker blue, around here and the bottom. And just a tad across the top. There we go. Alrighty. That doesn't look too bad. We'll let that dry. Now we all just gotta remember that this is the top. Otherwise that could hurt us. Now we'll come back later, put the black on, and then we're done. Let it dry. 2 coats of black and we'll let it dry. Alright, let us put on a coat of black. I do the outside edges first, and then I do the whole thing. There we go. Nice even coat. We'll let that dry off, and then we'll do one more. Okay? And then we'll get it to the lasering. But I won't show the second coat because it's basically the same thing. But that'll be later on tonight, and then I'll let it dry until tomorrow before we start lasering. Alright? We'll see you tomorrow. So it's the next morning, and we painted the canvas. It's dried nice. She's ready to go. Got all the colors on there. I put top, so I know where the top is, so I don't forget. I'm going to set that up in the machine and let us start programming, okay? Well, let's do this. Here, let me just move this around. So I'm going to take my sticks here, put them down. Make sure I got the top that way. Align it so it's straight. Yeah, and it's not. Little off. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay, for the canvas, first of all, to find out what colors we really need, let us choose a picture. Alright, so I have a few over here. Go to my xtool, download. Now I'm going to do this picture here. I think it looks pretty cool. We can see blue, a little bit of white, but nice red. But the blue and the black come out really good. So let us copy that into our xtool. Oh, there it is. Duh. Alright, so let's paste it here. Okay, now I'm going to turn on my image R. Let us bring in the picture. I'm going to use colored. There it is right there. It doesn't look like we need to crop anything, so let's go to resize. I'm going to go to inches. And I take the biggest number. I know it's 5 by 7. So it'll end up being 7 high, 4.36 wide. And of course, increase the DPI to 318. There we go. It looks pretty nice. Let us do the gamma. I always up gamma, probably 4. Let's go one more. That looks pretty good. Let's try automatic sharpen too. That doesn't look bad at all. So I'm going to save this as it is on your canvas. I mean, that's not the one we're going to use, because since we're lasering on a black surface, we have to invert. So let us invert. There we go. And let us save that now again. We'll call it same number, but I for invert. Okay, so we'll exit out of there, exit out of there. All right, so we'll start with picking up, starting the xtool, creative space. We're going to call it new. And it's excuse me. Make sure we're connected. We're not connected. Oh. Connection failed. All right. Well, what do I do here? When I've hooked it up with the Wi-Fi, I've written down my IP address. So what I do now is I just go in there and I just punch in the IP address. Which is when you do the IP address, make sure you write it down so you have it. And it should connect right away. There we go. Let us pick up the top. Alright, so I got the top picked up. I'm going to mark out my area. Use rectangle. And let's start marking. All right, there's our area, there's our square. Let's work on the program. Hit end. Done. There we go. Now we're going to bring in our photo that we edited on Imager. Canvas. Download. Here it is here. Now remember, we're on a black painted surface, so it has to be inverted. A little big. Alrighty. There we go. Whoops. Okay. Now, let's take our parameters here. And I believe I have one saved for Canvas. Canvas photo. It's 17 power, 125 speed, grayscale, 160 lines. So I'll try that and we'll see how it looks. And let us begin. First off, let us frame it in. Oh, let us save it. Make sure you save. Always save. I'm going to save it as our canvas. We'll call it the girl. Okay. Let us frame it in. Nice. And let us begin. And hit start. And go. And before I go any further, I'm going to use my heavy blocks here to hold her in. Just so it doesn't go anywhere. And there's my idiot buddy who calls me. Alright, let me get back to you. Alright, so I got the top picked up. I'm going to mark out my area. Use rectangle. And let's start marking. Alright, there's our area, there's our square. Let us frame it in. Oh, let us save it. Make sure you save. Always save. I'm going to save it as canvas. We'll call it the girl. Okay. Let us frame it in. Nice. And let us begin. And go. Alrighty, let's look her up. Let's see what we got. And not bad. Not bad at all. We'll clean her up and clear coat it. So once we're done, I take my microfiber cloth here, nice and clean, and I gently, very gently, rub it clean. You can see the little dirt there. And there we have a beautiful canvas. Came out absolutely nice. The detail in the eyes, the light blue, the red around the lips, little too much. I should have gone a little less with the red, but still not bad at all. Again, very easy to do. A lot of prep work. I mean, one day of painting and then overnight letting it dry. But I hope everybody gives this a shot, because hey, we put the paint on and our laser, the xtool Da Vinci, pulls the picture out. It's amazing how this works. Alright, till next time, I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna do next time. Yeah, we'll try something different, or maybe I'm thinking a deeper rock engrave to see how that's going to look. I got a couple ideas, but it should be interesting. Alright, till next time, Johnny Lazer.